It was late afternoon, and the warm Salinas River flowed between the slopes of the Golden Foothills and the willows in the tree line. The path was beaten down, and two men walked single file down the path. The first man, George, was small and sharp, while Lenny, the second man, was a large man with sloping shoulders and arms that hung loosely. "Lenny, for God's sakes, don't drink so much of that, or you'll get sick again." "It's good water," said George. "Where are we going again?" "So you forgot already. How many times do I gotta tell you?" "I tried not to forget. Honest to God, I did, George." All right. We're going to work at the ranch just down this path, and when we get there, I'm gonna do the talking, and you're just gonna stand there. Not say a word. You got that?" "I I ain't gonna say a word." "That's good, Lenny. What you got there in your pocket, Lenny?" "Nothing." "Come on, Lenny, tell me what you got. Open your hand." "A dead mouse. What do you got a mouse for anyways?" "I I wants to pet it. It's soft." "Let me keep it, George. I just wants to pet it." "No, Lenny, you're not petting a dead mouse." "I don't know why I couldn't keep it. I didn't steal it. It wasn't nobody's mouse." "I didn't do it for meanness. It wasn't fresh. Find a fresh one and I'll let you keep it a while." "All right, Lenny. We're gonna eat and sleep here tonight, and then go to the ranch in the morning. Now go get some wood." "All right, there's plenty of beans here." "I like 'em with ketchup." "We ain't got any ketchup. Whatever you want we ain't got. By God, without you I could live so easy. I wouldn't have to save you, and I wouldn't get into any trouble. You're always getting into a mess. Oh, I just wanted to feel that girl's chest. Just wanted to pet it like a mouse. Well, she don't know that, and now she's screaming, and you panic and grab her, and now we gotta run and hide. Jesus Christ, without you I could have it so easy." I was only fooling, George. I don't need no ketchup. If it was here, I wouldn't need any of it. You could have it all, George. George, if you want, I could go away and leave you alone. I could go to a cave in the hills. I can go away any time. I've been mean, haven't I? I go nuts sometimes. I need you, Lenny. I need you with me. Tell me like you done before. What's gonna happen, George? You like this story, don't you? Guys like us that work on ranches, they ain't got no family. They're the loneliest guys in the world. They come to a ranch, work up a steak, and then they go into town and blow it, their steak in one night. But with us, it ain't like that. But not us. And why? 'Cause I got you to look after me, and you got me to look after you. That's right, Lenny. And someday we're gonna live in a house and a couple of acres of land, and we're gonna have a cow, some pigs, maybe chickens, and rabbits. And I'm gonna tend the rabbits. And we're gonna live off the fat of the land. That's right, Lenny. Alright, now let's go to sleep. And what are you gonna do tomorrow at the ranch? I, I, I ain't gonna say a word. That's right, Lenny. Let's sleep now and we can go to the ranch in the morning. In the morning, George and Lenny walked to the ranch and introduced themselves. "I was expecting you last night. What's y'all names?" "George Milton, and this here is Lenny Smalls." "Where you guys been working?" "North, up in Weed." "And him?" "Same as me. He's a good worker, strong as a bull." "What can you do, Lenny?" He's a good skinner, can drive a cultivator, he can follow any orders." "Then why don't you let him answer?" "I ain't saying he's bright, not much of a talker, but he can put up a 400-pound bale." "So what's really going on here? What you selling? I never see a guy go through so much trouble for another guy. So what you selling?" "He's my cousin. He got kicked in the head by a horse when he was young. He's alright, just ain't bright." "Well, God knows he don't need to be bright to buck barley bags. You'll be with Slim's team, but don't try to pull nothing over. I seen wise guys do it before." "You the new guys the old man was waiting for?" "We just come in. Let the big guy talk." "He don't want to talk." "He's got to talk when he's being spoke to, and you won't let him talk, is that it?" We just come in." "Alright, well next time answer when you're asked a question." "Who's that, and what does he have against Lenny?" "That's Curly, the boss's son. He's done a lot in the ring as a lightweight. Curly's like a lot of little guys. He hates big guys. He got married a couple weeks ago, and it seems like he's cockier than ever. His wife is... You keep away from Curly, Lenny. Don't let him mess you up, but if he does, give it to him. Your boy seen Curly? He was in here a moment ago, but he left. Oh, well, he's in here sometimes. Well, ain't now. Maybe he went into the house. Bye, boys. That woman is trouble. Listen here, Lenny, don't you ever look at her. Leave her be. You guys gonna buck some barley? That's what the boss says. You guys travel together? Yeah, we look after each other. Don't see that often. It's a lot nicer to go around with someone that you know. How are the pups doing, Slim? Good, we got 5 of them now. Candy, your dog smells terrible. You gotta have to get him out of here. I mean, just look at the poor guy. He's doing himself no good, even being alive. He can't even walk straight. All his hairs are falling out. And he ain't got no teeth, and he's all stiff. I can kill him for you, Candy. I got my Luca right here. Nah, I had this dog since he was a pup. He don't know no one else but me. He ain't bothering nobody. He smells terrible. He ain't even doing himself no good by being alive. He can't see or eat or eat no good. You're hurting him, just keeping him alive, Candy. He probably just wants to lay there and die. Come on now, I had this dog my whole life since he was a pup. I need him. It wouldn't even hurt him, just right in the back of the head. He won't even feel a thing. We ought to just put him out of his misery. Carlson's right on this one, Candy. If I were that cripple, I wish someone would shoot me. See, Candy, it won't hurt one bit. I'll just put the little devil out of his misery. Alright, take him. Carlson, you know what to do. Lenny, I hear you've been wanting a puppy now. Would you like one of mine? A pup? Yes, sir. I would really like a pup, thanks. It's nothing. I'd had to kill most of them anyway. That bitch can't support off them pups. Can I have one, George? As long as Slim says you can. Alright, come on, Lenny. Let's go pick out your pup now. I gotta go put tar on one of my lead horse's hooves anyways. I didn't mean nothing by it, Slim, I promise. Then stop asking me where your goddamn wife is. It is not my job to keep track of her. Just tell her to keep in the house where she should be. I didn't mean nothing by it. I was just asking, Slim. Curly, you gotta keep your girl out of here. She shouldn't be talking around all these men. What you looking at, big son of a bitch? Huh? Give it to him, Lenny. We gotta get him to the hospital now. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. It wasn't supposed to happen. George's gonna give me hell for this. Later that night, Lenny came to get his pup and finds Crooks, the black stable buck's room. What you doing in a black man's room? I saw your light when I came to see my pup. What do you want? Everyone's out of town but old Candy and he just figuring. Figuring what? About the rabbits. We're gonna live in a little house and a couple acres of land, and we're gonna have a cow, some pigs, maybe some chickens, and rabbits. And I'm gonna tend the rabbits, and we're gonna live off the fat of the land. I've heard that before. Everybody want a little piece of land. Nobody never gets to heaven, and nobody ever gets no land. It's just in their head. You travel around with George, don't you? Suppose he never comes back. What do you do then? What do you mean? He'll come back. He always does. Suppose he don't. Then what? He will. George won't do nothing like that. I've been with him for... I don't remember. But he wouldn't do nothing like that. What are you supposing for? Ain't nobody gonna talk no hurt to George. Relax. He ain't hurt. Must be nice having somebody. I don't got nobody. A guy needs somebody to be near him. A guy goes nuts if he ain't got nobody. A guy gets too lonely and he gets sick. George will come back. I know he will. Say, you seen Lenny? He's in here. You can come in if you want. Say, Lenny, I've been figuring about them rabbits. We can make some money on them rabbits. I get to tend them. George promised. Any of you boys seen Curly? Curly ain't here. Maybe you ought to go. What happened to Curly's hand? He got it stuck in a machine. Baloney. I see them bruises on your face, Lenny. I know you fought him. I'm glad you bust up Curly. He had it coming. Why did you have to die? George said that since you're bigger, you wouldn't die. I weren't even petting you that hard. You're just too small. If George finds out, he won't let me tend the rabbits. He won't let me tend the rabbits. This is all your fault. You made a move looking like you were gonna bite me, and I made a move to look I would hit you, and then I accidentally did. I didn't even mean to hit you that hard. What you got there, sonny boy? I'm not supposed to talk to you. It's alright. All the guys are playing horseshoes. They won't be out for a long time. I'm not supposed to talk to you. George doesn't want me to. He's gonna get mad. What you got covered up there? Just my little pup. Why, he's dead. I was just playing and I didn't even mean to hit him that hard. It's okay. He's just a mutt. You can get those anywhere. But George's gonna be mad. He won't let me tend the rabbits. What makes you so nuts about rabbits? I like to pet things with my fingers. Soft things. While my hair is very soft, I stroke it to keep it so soft. You can touch it if you like, but don't muss it up. Why, you can let go now. You let go! Please don't scream. George will be mad. I done a bad thing. Lenny? You in here? Jesus Christ. What is it that you wanted? Jesus Christ, I shoulda knew. What we gonna do now? I guess we gotta get the others. What about the house and the farm and the rabbits? It's all off. Let's go get the others. I'm gonna kill that big son of a bitch for this. Don't give him no chance. Shoot for the guts. The men walk out of the stables and go on a manhunt for Lenny. Meanwhile, Lenny has been hiding in the brush, where George and Lenny were at the start of the book. What the hell are you yelling about? I done another bad thing. I know, Lenny, but I ain't mad. Ain't you gonna give me hell? Ain't you gonna talk about how if you didn't have me, you'd take your 50 bucks? Jesus Christ, Lenny, you don't remember nothing that happens, but you remember every word I say. Ain't you gonna say it? Go on. And when the end of the month come on, say it. And when the end of the month come, I could take my 50 bucks and go to a cat house. But I don't, 'cause I got you and you got me. Tell me about the other guys and about us. Guys like us that work on ranches, they ain't got no family. They're the loneliest guys in the world. They come to a ranch, work up a steak, and then they go into town and blow their steak in one night. But with us, it ain't like that. And someday we're gonna live in a little house and a couple acres of land. And we're gonna have a cow, some pigs, maybe some chickens, and rabbits. And I'm gonna tend the rabbits. And we're gonna live off the fat land. That's right, Lenny. That's good. Now turn around before the others get here. And imagine the house right across the river. Do that for me, Lenny. Film. Alright.